Hi, everybody. Thanks for checking in on your evening weather update. I'm meteorologist Mike Witcher. I sure hope you had a great day. It turned out to be a beautiful day around town, and that's really going to be the story here for the rest of the evening hours, as temperatures will still be on the warm side. 6 o'clock, it's 90, feeling like 95, 86 by 8, feeling like 92, and 79 degrees by 10 o'clock this evening. Now, when we walk you through our futurecast overnight tonight, it's going to be a nice, quiet evening around town. So no issues whatsoever. We've had a few clouds hanging out with us, and we're going to start to see a little bit more of an easterly flow around Tropical Storm Debby as it's further to our south, but the rotation in the atmosphere is going to be from east to west. Now, as we wake up on Tuesday morning, we're starting off with 60s and 70s, a nice, quiet, comfortable start to the day. We probably won't have a ton of fog around the area, but we will have some river and lake fog for sure. So we start off in the 60s and 70s. We'll warm to 86 by lunchtime. Our goal on Tuesday, another hot day. We're going to be in the low 90s. High humidity levels, that's going to put our heat index values back close to 100 degrees. And so if you work outside or have outdoor practices, again, the heat stress is going to be in the moderate to high category for most areas in the valley locations. Higher elevations in the plateau mountains, not quite so much. We're going to do that again on into our Wednesday, and we'll kind of shave that away a little bit as we get into the upcoming weekend. So we're looking at much better weather on the way. Hey, by the way, have you noticed all the smoke and haze around the area? Yeah, it's going to stick with us. We've got quite a bit of smoke from wildfires across the country. As we head into the overnight hours, the smoke's still going to be around much of the region, and heading through the day tomorrow, we're still going to be dealing with some of that smoke in the atmosphere because we've got that rotation around high pressure. Upper level winds are pulling that smoke into our area. So there's a lot going on the map. We've got a ridge of high pressure. That's what's bringing us the warm temperatures, the dry weather conditions, because it swings and stretches all the way over to the Tennessee Valley. But here's Tropical Storm Debby, really causing a mess. Made landfall earlier this morning, right around the Big Bend of Florida. And you can see the loop over the last 12 hours or so. You look at the spin in that atmosphere. Slow-moving storm system right now. Typically, they start to pick up speed as they work their way further north. But this one's going to be a little bit of a different story. Look at this storm. This was Brent Butcher, a Witcher weather watcher, by the way, who was visiting Indian Rocks Beach, Florida, when Debby came racing right on by. Now, that was a little bit further south of Tampa, so they got some of the outer bands. They never got the main direct shot of it, but it really deteriorated pretty quickly just the last couple of days. So Tropical Storm Debby continues to track its way, probably back out in the Atlantic, and then where she goes, nobody really knows. There's a big, huge cone of uncertainty because there are a lot of models out there that say it's just going to kind of sit and spin for a while. And if it does so, it's going to drop, either way, it's going to drop copious amounts of rain across the eastern seaboard over the next 3 and 5, 7 days. So here's a future cast as we head through the next couple of days. Watch us, see, there's Debby going out back out into the Atlantic Ocean. Then kind of curves its way back towards the outer banks of North Carolina, but a trough is going to swing through, and that should help to scoop it and push it further to the north and keep it off to the east. So our 3-day rainfall forecast, you can really see the strong delineation between the very heavy rainfall to really not so much. That takes us through Wednesday. Now let's go through Friday. And again, most of the activity is going to be along the eastern seaboard. Notice that we may start to see some of those showers and thunderstorms across the mountains of East Tennessee, North Carolina. And as we go all the way through Sunday, again, Debby will be a thing of the past. But again, rainfall amounts, 10, 20, 30 inches of rainfall expected along the coastal areas. Speaking of rainfall, well, we stay relatively rain-free all the way through Thursday. Then we'll elevate those rain chances just a touch as we get into our Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Not a big deal. We've got a lot of excessive heat down across parts of the southeastern coastline. And, of course, but we've really shrunk that excessive heat from what we've seen over the last couple of days. So your temperature trend, we're going to stay in the low 90s all the way through, say, Thursday. And then more seasonable weather Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and maybe below average weather on Monday. Now, our dew points are going to stay on the elevated side all the way through the end of the weekend, the start of the weekend. And then notice those dew points. If those come true, by the way, that is going to feel amazing. And a nice little taste of maybe fall is on the way. Before we get there, though, we have to deal with heat index values in the upper 90s to low 100s. And that's really going to be the story for the next few days. As we look ahead, the 11th through the 15th, well, we may be trending below average. And then here comes the heat, the 13th through the 19th. So hotter weather is on the way. Ever-changing weather around the United States and right here in East Tennessee. So stay on top of the weather game each and every day with the East Tennessee Weather app. It's an easy download. Just go to your app store and search East TN Weather, all one word. Daily forecast updates. We've got your interactive radar. We've got a lot of weather information right there from the app itself. And did I tell you that it's 100% free? Stay in the know with the East Tennessee Weather app. Have a great night. Your next weather update's coming up at bedtime, right at 9 o'clock.